Hi, welcome to Awaken Spirit Wisdom. This is a general intuitive energy reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for around the time of June 2020. Bear in mind that the energy is fluid, so take what resonates from you and leave the rest. So in the month of June we have a lunar eclipse on the 5th of June and also a solar eclipse on the 21st of June, and also we have the solstice on the 20th of June. So it's going to be some interesting energies this month. I'll also be putting out animal guides and angels working with you through the month of June. Do look up their spiritual meaning to get further messages or insights. And I also want to mention, Pisces, you currently have Neptune in your sign, which is your ruling planet. And Neptune will go retrograde on the 23rd of June until the 29th of November. So that's going to have an impact on you as well. And you also currently have Mars in your sign until the 28th of June. And then on the 28th of June, Mars moves into Aries, which is its ruling planet for Aries. So I feel that there's going to be some interesting energy this month for you, or I think for the collective anyway. So we'll just see what Spirit wants you to know for the month of June. I do feel, as I'm tuning into energy, that there's a lot of confusion, potentially some internal conflict, so I do feel you're being pulled into different directions. Part of you wants to do your normal Piscean thing and retreat and just have some quiet time and enjoy your spiritual journey, and I do feel another part, and I feel this is Mars, is pulling you into action in some areas of your life. So you may be feeling triggered by emotions of anger, resentment, frustration. I do feel that Spirit are wanting you to use that as a opportunity to look into those deeper emotions to help heal. Let me take that one. Sometimes we get triggered as planets move into certain areas of our birth chart, and that's just really to bring up some healing and releasing and purging. So bear that in mind if that resonates. You may feel that things are slipping out your hands, so sometimes the energy does play out through the cards. So I'm just going to get all the cards out and then I'll start doing the reading from there. Wow, things are flying out of nowhere. Okay. Just going to get these falling on the floor. Oh, so we've got quite a lot of cards coming out. I'm just going to get this last card. See which angel is working with you through the month of June. I feel you need two, so I'm going to pull two. I don't have a big enough table for all my cards for today. Right, so just bear with me a minute. We have 2 2s, so you might want to look up the spiritual meaning of the number 22. And you also have the number sequence 7 7. So again, you may want to look up the spiritual meaning of number 7 7. Obviously that will bring you additional information from the angels with regards to your situation. Okay, so just bear with me a minute. I'm just tuning into the energy here that's coming forward. Okay, so we're going to start with the child. That's the first card that's coming up. And I'm drawn to all the phases of the moon, and also the fact that that's, for me, it's presenting the solar eclipse for you is going to be quite an interesting period of time. I do feel that there is an aspect of yourself coming forward with regards to your inner child. And normally this card would represent some kind of inner child healing, but I feel that there's an aspect within your inner child of pure essence that wants to come forward for you at this time. And I feel that he or she is bringing you some information about an aspect of yourself that you've perhaps forgotten about. As you grow up and grow older, you kind of lose sight of those inner child dreams and visions. And then we're moving into the vision quest. And again, I'm drawn to the sun. I see it as a sun, it could be a moon, but I'm seeing it as the sun in this reading today. And I do feel that there's an activation taking place for you with regards to the eclipse, and maybe more along the solar eclipse, because I keep getting drawn to the solar energy, where you're going to have an activation to your third eye and also to your heart chakra. I do feel that this energy, this awakening, is going to bring you in touch with some aspect of your inner child dreams that you may have forgotten about. Maybe connecting in with an intuitive ability, a psychic ability, because I do feel that your third eye is opening up. You are seeing the truth, or the truth is going to become clearer for you throughout the month of June. Do you feel that there may have been quite a lot of confusion around certain areas of your life over the last couple of months? It feels like a couple of months. I'm also being drawn to the Vision Quest card itself, which asks you to do a vision quest. So do some kind of meditation, ask your angels and guides to come forward to help you understand or show you what it is that is coming forward for you with regards to your inner child. So your inner child holds an essence that is wanting to come forward at this time to help you birth into the new life, into a new you. and I feel that it's wanting to be awoken. It's been there for a while. It's been dormant. I feel it's probably trying to raise its head, but you keep pushing it down, like we all do. So yeah, just be gentle and patient with yourself. But I do feel if you do the work, it will allow the process to unfold quicker for you. And you are being supported by Spirit to have this awakening, especially between the lunar and solar eclipses. And I do feel that this is birthing you into the luminous warrior. So if you have a look at that picture, there's a lot of spiritual wisdom that's coming to you, coming into your awareness. Maybe stuff that you've already known, but there's a deeper level of understanding, or it may be that you're going into a deeper level of understanding with new knowledge coming forward for you. And I also feel that that is balancing your crown and, I want to say solar plexus, but I keep getting drawn to the fact that it might be your your sacral chakra. So there's a balancing between the masculine and the feminine energy of solar plexus and sacral chakra taking place when these eclipses are coming into alignment. So it's almost like this energy is moving into alignment, and the eclipses are lining you up with your true self. Some aspect of yourself is coming into your awareness, which is going to help you have a better understanding of your spiritual essence, and in some cases, for some of you, your next step on your spiritual journey. And then we go into the staff. Now I feel what's coming through with this card today is once you step into this power, you'll have knowledge that has always been there for you, probably through different lifetimes, but it's kind of being brought back to you through the positive return of your karma, and also through the awakening that it's time for you to take back your power in certain areas of your life and use the knowledge or the gifts that you've mastered in previous lifetimes and bring that energy forward, because I do feel that this energy is needed in the world, and I do feel for you Pisces, you're being called to step into that power more. This process will help you gain confidence and self-trust and belief in yourself and in your abilities, and give you a sense of empowerment from a compassionate, loving space for the highest good of everyone that you come into contact with. And then we move into the energy of the elk. And again, I feel that this symbol here is highlighting the sun for me because of the fiery energy. This also for me is coming through very strongly as the energy of Mars. And I feel that if you use the energy of Mars correctly, it's going to really fire up your mental capacity and bring you solutions to some of the areas of your life that you feel stuck. I do feel that passion is being ignited in your mental processing and your vision, and I do also feel that through all of that as well, there's a connection with spiritual energy that's also bringing this wisdom and knowledge forward for you. So it's almost like your connection to spirit is being activated and strengthened. Look how solid these antlers are. Really powerful. And then all this wonderful energy, I feel if you use it correctly, will really inspire you into something new, a new direction to take on your path. And then we're being drawn to Panther. Now I feel that this is really how some of you are feeling through the month of June. I feel that you're on the attack, you feeling frustrated, you wanting to lash out at people, and just like I get this feeling that there's a sense of being held back and frustration with people kind of wanting to control you, and this is kind of your warrior self coming out and going, no, I'm not going to be controlled, no, this isn't right for me. But at the same time, Spirit are bringing your attention to now is not the right time to act and to release this anger. Now is the time more to transform your shadow self, because Panther is one of those spirit guides who've mastered the dark shadow. So, maybe just have a look at the spirit meaning of Panther. It's a very powerful animal guide to have, because he or she helps you to transform some of the shadow energies that may be holding you back and maybe causing blocks in your energy. So have a lock at that. For some reason the angels want to step out, and let them come out now then. Okay, we won't read those just yet. Because I feel that once you do some shadow work, you are stepping into hummingbird energy, which is graceful, and you're finding the sweetness in life. You're looking towards, what's the word I'm looking for? So basically the hummingbird is attracted to the sweetest flowers, and its wings flap like I don't know how many miles an hour, and whilst it stays stationary. So what Spirit is saying is that you hold the light within you to cast away these shadow energies that aren't yours, that are maybe feeling like they're closing in on you. So you have the ability and power within you, and also supported by Spirit, because you've got all these wonderful colors coming through. The Spirit is supporting you to transform yourself, which then keeps these negative energies away from you, and the impact and influence and unconscious triggering is dissolved. So although these shadow energies and stuff that's going on in the world may be out there, you're not letting it affect your light. So your light is needed in the world and has the power to deflect and keep these toxic energies out of your energy field, so that you can fulfill what you are here to do. Now I feel for some of you that there is a bit of concern around money for the month of June, but I do feel that Spirit are showing me that there is abundance around you, that they are going to be bringing you unexpected sources of income or unexpected gifts that help you get through the month. So what I'm feeling from this is to keep your heart open and keep your mind open to the possibilities that the universe will bring you what you need in totally unexpected ways. So don't allow your mind to get too fixed on, well, if it doesn't happen this way, it's never going to happen, because when you open your mind, you allow the possibilities of the creative universe to come in and bring you or present you with gifts, opportunities that your mind can't necessarily understand. How the hell did that happen? How was that possible? So I do feel that Spirit are wanting to bring you some monetary gifts, stability, but it's also up to you to change your energy to allow for that to come in. And then we have this card, which I feel it's coming through very strongly as balancing between the two lunar eclipses. So there's another lunar eclipse on the 5th of July taking place, and then we've got the sun. So I feel like there's a lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, and then there's another lunar eclipse. There we go, another lunar eclipse taking place. So I do feel that you're going to be going through a massive transition period, and there is a balancing act between different aspects of yourself. Normally this card would represent financial stability or opportunities, and that may well be there for some of you, but I'm feeling more drawn to coming into your own power and into your own body and your own sense of ability to manifest from a more balanced perspective, from a more feminine receptive perspective. And that just goes back to what I said with this card about the universe, asking you to open your heart and open your mind to the possibilities of it coming in a totally different, unexpected way, almost in a magical way. And then drawn to attention of this card, and again, this is very much to do with your mental processing, your mental beliefs, thoughts, whether that's conscious or unconscious. So I feel that Spirit are wanting to bring your attention to balancing your belief systems, clearing out which no longer serves you, really being quite ruthless with some of these old beliefs that you've hung on to for so long that don't serve you anymore, that are getting in the way of your progression. Because once you do that, I feel that that will allow you to be more open and receptive to what Spirit has got to say, what Spirit is bringing to you and offering you. So if you see here, it's like he's got wings and feathers from his third eye and his crown chakra. So it's like he's had an awakening, a transformation on his mental body. And then I'm also very curious about all the pentacles from this card, almost, except for one, have been integrated into him. So the pentacles, these gems, are now part of who he is, so he's able to attract what he needs more easily. It's almost like his energy's changed and now he automatically attracts towards him those things that he needs, those securities, those job offers, income, ideas. It's all to do with integrating into yourself so that you work alongside and in co-creation with Spirit. And I do feel that Spirit are offering you information that will help open the doors for you to bring in maybe a different source of income, or bring in some ideas of creative ideas on how you can move your life forward at this time. Because that is followed by the Magician card. Now the Magician is the Alchemist. This person is able to transform base metal into gold. So I do feel that you are, and you do have the power to co-create with Spirit to manifest what it is that you are looking to do. This awakening and connecting with the child within will help you to access that part of you that is able to naturally manifest your dreams and true heart's desires into reality. It's almost like these two need to balance and work together before you can master this energy. So you're on a process of awakening yourself, awakening that part of yourself to help you, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically you're going through a transitional period in your life where the old no longer works and you're stepping into middle ground where you're not sure, how you used to be able to manifest isn't working anymore. You're not allowed to go to work, you can't do this, you can't do that, and all of a sudden all the doors are shut and you're sitting there going, well, how am I going to ever get things moving again? And this whole process for you through June is about helping you to reconnect to this part of yourself that is source, that is connected to source, that has the power to open you up to manifesting in a totally different way to what was appropriate in the past. So in the past it was all about, you can't listen to your intuition because it's never going to get you anywhere. You have to go and do the masculine element. You have to go into the world and fight for what you need. You have to go and take what you want. You have to push, push, push. And basically that energy is moving out of we're moving out of that energy into a more feminine based energy, which is about being receptive, using your intuitive guidance system to help you know what the right next steps are. Awaken that nurturing element of yourself. So, you know, if you have an idea and you have something that you're really curious about, go and read about it, study it, follow your intuition, find out where it's leading you. It might lead you to further knowledge, and then it may lead you to a new door that's opening up, because we've got the Page of Fire here. And this is, again, I'm drawn to this childlike figure and the moon. Yes. And you might actually want to look up what spiritual meaning of tiger is as well, because I do feel that the tiger may bring you some information. It's about balancing your energies as well. Going back to this card, this is all to do with reigniting passion within you, reigniting a spiritual part of yourself, because Fire and Wands is also connected to creativity, creative projects, but also spiritual connection to source or your guides or your own spiritual journey. I do feel like all this energy is coming together for you, and it's igniting a new version of yourself that is wanting to then move forward with passion and excitement into the future. So it does feel like everything's a bit uncertain and unclear for you, but towards the end of June, I do feel that you are starting to get some form of clarity in terms of what is important to you, in terms of what your passions, where your excitement lies, and allow your inner child excitement and curiosity for adventure to start to pull you in the right directions that give you excitement and pleasure and satisfy that curiosity, because I do feel that is how things are going to start to move forward for you. Those next steps are going to be opening up for you along the way, and you'll have a deeper sense of clarity, but you'll also be moving from a more heart-centered space. And I just want to bring your attention to the Vision Quest. These two cards are really just drawing my attention to it. Look at this amazing energy as you're opening up from this. With this ignited, you're just taking off, you're free, I don't know, what's the word, universe? It's almost like you've broken free of all these entrapments, all these illusions that have been holding you back, confusing you, and your heart is wide open and you're ready to go and live life again with joy, excitement, fun, all the inner child qualities that have probably been missing in your life for quite some time. That is all coming back into fruition for you at this time. And then the two angels that are working with you is Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael. So this may not resonate for all of you, but anyway, it's got indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So some of you what may be triggered for you is that you are either an indigo or a crystal child yourself, and you are going through immense change and sensitivity at the moment, or it may be that you are able to help these children because you understand them. So if you're passionate about working with children, helping children, especially those who are spiritually gifted at this time, do some research into what that would look like. Ask Archangel Metatron what it is that he would like to work with you towards bringing that to fruition. And then we have Archangel Michael, and with this card it's crystal clear intentions, and that just confirms what I was saying about that. Crystal clear intentions come as a result of this process, but also crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire, focus upon it with unwavering faith. So that it just ties in with what I said earlier about this desire being awoken within you. So, wonderful Pisces. After a bit of a vision quest, be gentle with yourself. Some of you are going through dark night of the soul, but you are bringing forward a really important aspect of yourself into your energy at this time that is going to bring forth so much more clarity and passion into your life. That's going to put you back on the journey to manifest what it is that you really want. So you are changing direction at the moment. You are taking your power back. You need to balance your energy with regards to the Mars influence, because there is a lot of anger and frustration coming up. I do feel that. But I do feel that you are able to work through these shadow energies, and it will bring you into a much calmer space where you're not going to be affected by the mass consciousness that's flying around and all the conspiracy theories. That's not to say that they're not true, don't get me wrong, but you'll choose what you want to align with rather than being sucked into everything all at the same time and leaves you with much confusion. Whereas when you come back into the sweetness of who you are and the sweetness of life and all that's connected to life, that will naturally keep you protected from darkness. And also there is so much spiritual energy around you and support from the angels and your spirit guides. And having this as a rainbow color, there are blessings coming for you. Alright Pisces, I hope that brings you some insight into and how you can move forward in the month of June. Please feel free to comment and let me know how these energies are playing out for you. You may want to click on this video once or twice during the month of June as and when this starts to play. I do feel sometimes energy can work quite quickly, or it may be that some of you are experiencing this later on in the month, but I do feel that it is leading you towards a magical time in your life where you will be able to co-create with the divine and bring forward something really powerful and special that is in line with your passion and your heart. Alright then, I wish you all the best. Take care. God bless.